Hi guys, it's Draw Law here, and today I'm going to be drawing in 5 different art styles. So I'm going to be starting in this one with mine and then showing you all the rest. Hopefully you guys enjoy! So we are starting off with my style. This one should be no surprise to those of you who have seen my other videos. I like to start off with the big adorable eyes and small button nose and a cute side smile. And I decided to keep it pretty simple, and I just gave this little girl a bob, and I gave her this yellow t-shirt that has a heart on it. Nothing too complicated because I'm going to be redrawing her like 5 other times, so I wanted to make sure I had her design down. Now I'm just going ahead and inking, and for all these drawings I use my Prismacolor liners. They're super awesome, they've never let me down so far, so I just stick with them. And now I'm going in with my Ohuhu markers. I decided to make her a little bit tan because I'm going to make her shirt yellow, and I really like the way the tan skin contrasts with the brightness of the yellow. So that's why I did that. And also I wanted to be a little bit creative here. I went a little bit out of the ordinary and gave her purple hair. It's not really a common hairstyle, but lately I've been trying to experiment with different colors, especially for hair, just try to keep it fun. I also colored in her rosy cheeks because, for those of you that know, I'm obsessed with rosy cheeks. Rosy cheeks are like my favorite thing ever. So some of the styles did not have rosy cheeks, and I was a little bit sad, but I stayed true to the style, and if it didn't have rosy cheeks, I did not include them. Now I'm just doing a little bit of simple shading. In my style, I don't shade too heavily. I just shade here and there, only in the places that can't go unshaded. And now I'm coloring in the shirt. Super simple and easy, just a pink heart and a yellow T and just some small shading lines. Okay, and now we're going to be moving on to the next one. So in this one, it's going to be a Disney princess style, and I'll admit I had a little bit of trouble with the face at first. I made it a little bit too angular, just the way the jaw looked, but I ended up fixing that later. The thing I'm most happy about though is definitely the eyes. I think when you look at it, you can definitely tell it's supposed to be a Disney princess just because of the eyes. They just scream Disney to me. Also, the nose is really different than the nose in my style. I just draw this, a little circle for the nose, but they actually have the long bridge for the nose. And then for the mouth, I had to include lipstick, even though I didn't in my original, because I feel like pretty much all the Disney princesses wear lipstick, so I couldn't not include it. I feel like it would be too weird if I didn't include it. For this, I used Belle from Beauty and the Beast as my main reference, just because I really liked the way her eyes looked, and in the reference I had a good shot of her eyes, so I just kept looking back and forth from that to make sure I got that. For all of these drawings, actually, I had to use a reference to make sure I really nail the drawing style, and I'll admit, using a reference is super helpful. If you guys haven't seen my 5 tips to help you improve your drawing skills, you should check that out. I'll link it in the eye below, but I do mention how important references are. Alright, and now moving on to the purple hair. So again, I did some simple shading because Disney princesses do have shading to them. They're not like just so flat, so I had to make sure I include that. Also, I changed the shirt just a little bit. I made the neckline a little bit more open because I feel like Disney princesses don't really wear crew neck t-shirts, so I had to do a little bit of improvisation there, but I think it turned out good. Okay, and now moving on to the skin. It's pretty much the same. I think I did the exact same shading I did in the first one, maybe a little bit more on the side of the face because Belle had shading on the side of her face, so I also included that. And I did give her a little bit of rosy cheeks because princesses do wear blush, so had to include that. And here I'm adding in the lipstick. It's interesting. I mean, I don't think princesses really have side smiles. I don't really think they do that, but it's okay. I think it works. And now we're moving on to the Peanuts character, or Charlie Brown. This style was super fun to try to copy because it was just really fun and loose, and I didn't have to worry too much about getting it perfect or making sure the lines were neat. They could have been a little bit sloppy, and even the same thing with my coloring, and you still would have been able to tell it's the peanut style. That's one thing I really love about that style. It's not so tight. Like I said, it's just loose, and an artist can really have fun with it. I feel like it would be a great way to warm up, like just to warm up your fingers if you're getting ready to prep for a drawing. It would be a nice way to just open up those drawing muscles and start your drawing process. Okay, and now I'm doing the shirt. Oh, also I should probably mention, to get that specific look, I used a little bit of a thinner liner just to make it a little bit more messy looking. And now we're moving on to Fairly OddParents. I loved this show as a kid. Fairly OddParents was like my go-to show. Timmy Turner and Wanda and Cosmo, I love them all. So it was fun to see how I would draw this character in Timmy Turner style. Also, they only have 4 fingers, so that's why I drew it with 4 fingers. The mouth was super fun to draw because the nose is connected to the mouth, so it was fun to try that out. I really liked it. Also, the eyes are together. They're like stuck together. They're not separated, so it was fun to draw like that too. Also, trying to figure out her hairstyle, because like the way her hair would be, because the Fairly OddParents, like Wanda has that swirl above her head. They have some really wacky hairstyles, but for some reason it looks good on the characters. So I just wanted to make sure my character looked good with that as well. And I think I did a pretty good job. I kept it simple. I didn't add so much dimension to the hair. I kept it more flat to her head, but I think it was a smart choice for the style. I also really like the way these eyes look, even though there's not a highlight in them, and I usually do draw a highlight in my eyes, so it was kind of weird having no white in them, but I like the way they look. It's just so cartoony, and I don't know. I feel like this challenge is super nostalgic because I drew in a lot of styles from cartoons that I would watch when I was younger, and it was fun just to get to explore them again. So cool. Alright, next style is Pokemon. Oh, I loved Pokemon. I feel like that was me in 6th grade. I was obsessed with Pokemon. Pikachu was so cute, but I think my favorite Pokemon is probably Ivysaur. Ivysaur is just my favorite. I don't know what it is. Ivysaur, Bulbasaur, Venusaur, I love them all. So I'm drawing this character as a trainer, and I made the decision to make her hair a little bit more spiky since I feel like people in the Pokemon realm just have spiky hair. I mean, just look at Ash, for instance. He has like super spiky hair. So I just made it a little bit more sharper. Also, their face is a lot sharper than mine is as well. Like, I prefer to draw rounded faces and just features, but theirs were more, I don't know, just straight and more defined. Also, as you can see the mouth, I left a little bit of a gap from one line to another line, and I feel like it looks a little bit weird, but in all the Pokemon episodes I have watched, that did catch my attention. They leave the mouth open at the bottom. I think it's an anime thing. I don't know. I don't use that in my style just because I'm not too big of a fan of it, but it looks good in the anime style, so I don't mind. I'm also super happy with the way the eyes turned out. I'm just like, wow, I did such a good job on those eyes. Like, they really look like Pokemon eyes, I feel like. Also, with the shading, Pokemon doesn't really shade too much. They just do slight shading, nothing too bad. And the final style is Powerpuff Girls. Yes. Do you guys hear that airplane? Sorry about that. Anyway, I used to watch Powerpuff Girls as well. That was probably me in elementary school. My favorite was Bubbles. I just loved how nice she was. So, I had to change the outfit a little bit for this one, just because I wanted to give her that traditional Powerpuff Girls suit. I added the heart on the top though, as you'll see a little bit later on. Oh yeah, here. I ended up adding in the heart because I had to add it in the heart. I mean, that was an important detail. And the eyes were a lot of fun to draw just because they were so ginormous, and I love big eyes, and these were just bigger than big. They were just big, and I love them. So cute. I just feel like the bigger the eyes, the cuter the character. Maybe that is a secret to making characters look super cute. And for this style, there was no shading, so that was nice. Some of these styles didn't have any shading, and they were just super nice and easy, like this one was. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the hand on the left is darker than the hand and skin, the other hand and the skin, because I accidentally used the wrong color. Just pretend like you don't see it, okay? Just pretend like you don't see it. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was so much fun. Which one was your guys' favorite? I don't know, I love them all. But if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell down below to receive notifications. Thanks so much, guys. Bye!